Hello, everyone. We got another episode of the Logcast. We are the League of Ordinary Gentlemen, and tonight we have
Cristian Cabrera,
Conan Montgomery,
and Stephen Bueno. And today we actually have a special guest, a good friend of ours,
Melody Chavarin.
All right, cool.
She wasn't sure. You heard the question in that?
I was like, I'm not really too sure if that's my
Melody.
But before we started recording, we were actually talking about was it being invited to like a school dance or something like that?
Back in high school, was it 10th grade? I think was it 10th grade or was it 9th grade?
I don't remember because I didn't go to
think
dances
so.
because no one invited me.
I
think so. I think it was around that time. Yeah,
I think I was in 10th grade and then he was in 11th grade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did go because he did ask me. No one had asked me at the point, like I think it was like a week before the dance, and he asked me and I was like, okay, sure. Like I said yes. It was
wait. Did you know him beforehand or?
Yeah, he hung out in our group.
Oh,
Aaron,
okay.
he hung out in our group.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, sure. But exactly at that time, I started talking to Darcy, and we were talking like a lot.
He's asking if you want to drink.
Oh, I'm still good. Thank you.
I'm not. You can talk.
So anyways, continue.
So at that time, I started talking to Darcy a lot and started to kind of like him. And at the point where like when the dance came up, I had already liked him. I went to the dance with Aaron, and we were having a good time. But Darcy was also there, so I was also very interested in dancing with Darcy. So
did you ditch your date to go?
I did dance with Aaron. But what I didn't like was when they want to kind of like, what was it called back then? When they wanted to like
grind?
Yeah. Like Aaron wanted to grind with me, and I'm just not the grinding girl. So like, so he got behind me. I was like, okay, I did come with him. So he is my date.
I'm going to give him a courtesy grind.
So we started dancing. He gets behind me. He starts to grind. And I'm like, at this point, really uncomfortable. So I'm just kind of like inching away slowly, like, oh, okay, yeah, we're and I have like my elbows behind me a little bit, like like protecting myself, like I just don't want to get crying. Like he was behind me.
I didn't know this happened.
And so I was just not comfortable at that point, and I'm just kind of like, all right, thank you. And so I went to go dance with like Darcy like right away, and we were just kind of like face to face, normal dancing. And that's what ended up happening. When it was time for pictures, I took the picture, so I have proof that I was there with Aaron that night. But I just did not want to be grinding. I didn't want his dick up in my ass. Not yet. I was in 10th grade. I was not comfortable with that. So that's what happened. Like, I did dance with him, but I was just not comfortable with what was going on in the dance.
Since anyways, when he's actually told us this story before, that was the days when we go to his place to play Halo. And that was the same day when I threw that freaking piece of paper and landed right in Kiki's mouth. That was the same day that happened. So Aaron was actually telling his side of the story, which I think is still hilarious and possibly preposterous from the whole entire time.
Was it similar or was it?
It was not similar because the way how he told it is like, it's like, oh no, Melody was like, oh no, I'm waiting for someone to ask me. That's what he first said. But he's like, well, why don't you just come with me, blah, 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 and then we'll just go actually have a good time. And then the thing is, he's all like, oh, apparently she was already talking to somebody, which was true. That's what he said as well, which actually kind of coexists together with that. So anyways, he goes on, is like, all right, we got there. I asked her to dance, and she's like, no, I don't want to dance, blah, blah, blah. I was like, and then he's like, oh, I kind of noticed her looking at somebody else, but I was like, so I was egging her on to go dance. And then she finally danced with me, but then it was like, oh, she didn't want to do like dances that I wanted to do. And then out of nowhere he's all like, I know, yeah, exactly. That's where it got pretty interesting because Melly is my friend regardless. Like, but I've never heard her tell this story ever.
Never.
But anyways,
I think we've all had awkward school dance moments.
No, but
that's pretty
Oh
funny.
my god, yeah, I did Melody.
No, hold on, it still gets better
Middle
though.
school?
Middle school?
Yeah.
I danced with Melody in middle school. I grinded on you, Melody.
No, it's funny though. No, but here's the thing.
Fit in.
Here's the thing though that Aaron mentioned that I'm surprised that you guys don't remember. He even said it too. He's like, oh, she ended up going with Darcy, blah, 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 which is true. But he called you prude because he paid for everything. And you didn't freaking do anything he wanted to do. That's what
he paid for you, and so you didn't let him put his dick in your ass.
Like a service.
I don't
exactly. That's what I'm
like
saying. Because in his head, it's all like, oh, what the hell? Like I did all this, blah blah, and I don't get any taste of anything. Like, and the funniest thing too, the whole time I was like, okay, I know Melody, she's not like that type of person, so I don't know why the fuck
Look,
doing
when
that.
we knocked this down,
Yeah.
we've known Melody since like childhood.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't know she wasn't like that because like when I was in middle school, I guess I was trying to put my dick in her ass, but like it was middle school, it's different times.
Yeah,
man.
different times.
You know, at some point in middle school, you're trying to like fit in and like everything that's going on around you. So did we grind at some point in the middle school dance? Yes, we did. But at that time in high school,
but Inner Melody was not having any of that.
I was just trying to fit in. I was just really like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anyway. So
I was always in middle school and even in high school, I was always very okay with not fitting in. And this guy will tell you, dude, people did not like me at certain points.
Look, when
I had no problem with you in high school.
Well,
we were pretty cool. But
in middle school, I didn't even know the guy. But I know he sat in the same chair I sat in, and I was just like, "Man, this seat's always warm." I was like, "This guy must fart a lot in this seat." Then I got to the conclusion. I'm like, "This fucker must smell really bad." Like,
oh
God! Like, and I was new to the area. It wasn't even just at school, but new to the area. So,
so you knew to say seat.
But yeah, I was like,
are hot blooded.
I was like, dude, I do not want to sit next to him. He's fat. He farts a lot. He stinks. Why do I want to be his friend? Then I hung out with like, this guy's cool. He wants to learn to sea walk, and he's asking me. Because I'm black. That's racist.
That's really.
Is that one of the first things I asked you?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're like, hey, dude, can you teach me how to crip walk?
No, the only reason I asked you is because you fucking did it at a school dance once.
You were doing it at school dance because I went to
up.
all the school dances.
Yeah, I know you're grinding with me, Melody.
Yeah, I was procrastinating. I was just like pretending like I knew what I was doing. I was like, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow,
Baby
Melody.
grind. Baby grind on
He's
me.
grind. I grind.
Just like that.
When I grind, you grind. Just like that.
When I grind, you grind.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bring back all these memories of my
But
girlfriend
at
should be
the,
here.
okay, when high school hit, I had a different mentality by then. I was just kind of like, no, I'm really not into that grinding stuff. It really was not me.
It's not dancing.
And so that's why I was kind of like backfighting him with my elbows because I felt everything. Like I literally felt everything.
How?
Like I felt it was sleeping, and
I felt his stomach.
I felt that, and then I felt the lower part.
Oh
and
my god. No, I know what you're thinking, Cornell. I know you're gonna say it too. Please do not fucking say it. I know you.
And so okay, well I was in 10th grade, so I was never felt anything like that before. So I was just like, no, I don't want to feel that right now.
No,
I know what it is. I don't really know what
would
it
never
is.
want, I don't think any man would ever want
That
to
was
do
your Vietnam, Melody. That was your Vietnam.
Yeah.
Medic. That I didn't know any of that took place because I guess I'm listening to. I guess I was remembering the wrong story because I remember him telling me a story of like, yeah, she didn't fucking go with me.
Yeah.
So like, in my mind, it was just like, nah. Like I didn't know you went. Like
He did tell one story that was like that, but then no one cares.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No one cares.
I feel like it was a little bit exaggerated. She was kind of a prude. I'm like, no, she
Yeah.
seemed like she was cool.
No, she was
I
chill.
mean, she was a prude to Darcy. Darcy enjoyed
What-
his night.
That was the thing. Well, that was the thing though. When we were at his place and when he said that, I was all like, "Yo," I actually got mad because when he said that, because I was like, she's one of my best friends, and you're talking shit about her, and you don't know her at all.
Like I
Because
said
I guess he
earlier,
came
we've
from
known
the
each other
point
for a
where
long
he
time.
was, I guess, liking, and I really was not liking. I was like, okay,
I mean,
cool.
I
We
think
went
it's
as
also
friends. We
with
went
that
as
teenage
friends.
mentality of like,
Yeah.
man, because you don't really know any better when you're like,
Yeah.
however fucking old he was, like 16, 15, 16.
With a full beard. Yeah.
Yeah, 15. He was
Yeah,
16.
I mean, you don't fucking know better.
I
Yeah.
just went as friends, and I guess he wanted to make it like something like more than
Well,
that.
Man,
Let's put it this way.
as guys, when we were 15 and 16, we did not have anything in mind that was like, let's just do it as friends. Fuck
Hell no.
Well, I thought as friends.
Well, as an innocent person you are, you are dumb.
Yeah.
back then.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to agree with you because that's actually very true.
Look,
like
every
it
guy
took
was
me
gonna
a
get their
really
dick wet.
long time to get the hint, to get the idea. But back then, I thought everything was meant as friends.
You know what's funny though is back then it wasn't, but as I've gotten older, I've had interactions with where I'm hanging out with like female friends, well not female friends but female acquaintances, and I'm really cool with them. They're like, "Oh, you're really nice because you're not trying to sleep with me." I'm like,
Yeah,
does that not happen often? Is that not a fucking thing?
that is very rare.
Really?
It is very, very rare. Yeah, as I hardly have any like guy friends. I think they're like, we're talking, really cool, and next thing you know, they always try, and I'm like, oh my
Sending
god,
dick pics and shit.
it's all the time.
Oh yeah, I got a good story about dick pics.
Oh my god.
It's a short one.
I told you already.
No, okay.
About that
No, you're
experience?
off the hook. You're off the hook for now.
No, so when we were in high school, one of our parties, I was about to head over, and for some reason, my phone number must have gone on a forum or something. But for I would say like an hour or 2 hours straight, dudes were sending me pictures of their dicks, and it was like I remember one in particular. It was like a picture of the dude's dick, and he's like, "This is me, boy." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, he said boy or he said girl?
No, he said boy, BOI. I mean, exact fucking.
Steven was like, "This is pretty hot."
Dude, it was dicks for 2 hours.
The resolution is really
And then
hot.
it stopped.
It's what happens too when your number gets put into the beast, man.
No, yeah, for 2 fucking hours. And then I got to the party and none of you guys copped to it. Till this day they won, so I'm like, son of a bitch, and it wasn't them.
It for sure wasn't me. It was probably put on Craigslist. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like something.
It's either that or they probably,
if I would have done it, I would have copped to it instantly.
or you probably did or somebody probably did what I did to Kiki's phone one time when I went into one of the bathrooms and I actually put it there and it said like for a good time or for BJ.
It called
You're
619-366-6666.
That was
That
what
was
is
the
his old phone number.
then.
And that was the funny thing too, because he kept getting calls and freaking text messages all the time. That was thanks to me.
Speaking of public restrooms, I think
Slightly.
I really do
here
want
it
to
goes.
tell this story. So these guys know and have known for a couple of years now that I don't like to take a dump in a public restroom. And there's actually a really good story as to why. So I think what was it? Comic-Con 2010 or 9. I'm not too sure. I remember I was working when we used to do security for Comic-Con. It was working like 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, and we were constantly working. So for those 5 days, you did nothing but that. And that's essentially what we did. I woke up at like 7 in the morning. Before 7 in the morning, I got to work at 7 in the morning. And then I worked till 2 a.m. that same day. And I never liked to really take a dump in the public restroom to begin with. Now, this time was what solidified my hatred. So I'm like, I'm going to give in because I've eaten all day and I've been at work all day. I've got to do this. I go to the restroom and beforehand, someone's texting, my ex-girlfriend's texting me and we're just sending texts back and forth talking. I'm like, all right, so I'm going to go here. I go to the bathroom. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, God, Jesus Christ, I really need to do this. And so in public restrooms, they've got that one-ply toilet paper that I fucking hate because easily.
Oh, you mean the shit fingers?
Oh god.
Toilet paper known as the shit finger.
Why the hell do people still use those?
I must have wiped like 50 fucking times with my asshole rubbed raw because of that shit, right? And it was one of those. I mean, I'm sorry to get graphic. But
Nah,
it was one of those dumps that no matter how many times you wipe, it just won't fucking go away.
It's kind of like when you flex your asshole, like you keep wiping and more keeps coming out.
And you're like,
I know what you're talking
the
about.
fuck is going on?
like, why?
I think Cornell's brother likes to call it the clay shits because it looks like that. Like if you rub clay on something and you try to wipe it off, and no matter how many times,
Still there.
so it's going,
Yeah.
it's going right. And I've been so finally I'm done doing that, and as I'm like the whole time I'm trying to text too. So like at first I'm trying to text. I finally put my phone away because I'm like I can't do both things. So I'm wiping. I'm done with that. I go to get up, and because I was sweaty, like I'd been working the whole day. It'd been a hot day. It was summer. I sat down on the toilet seat cover.
Ooh.
Well, because I'd been sweaty and I took so long, it had dried up. So it wasn't stuck to like my ass or the back of my legs. It only got stuck to my balls.
Oh.
Sweet.
So as I went to get up,
Oh my god.
it was part of me now, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
You
I'm like
are
tired and
me.
exhausted from work, and then this happens, so I tear it off my balls, and then it's still there, and I'm like, I need moisture to get it off. So I go to spit on my hand, and I miss and spit on my
no.
pants. So I just like, but it's right on my pants. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I finally have to spit on my hand and rub it on my balls.
There was shit.
And I'm done with that. And
my
I'm already
God.
pissed off because of all that's happened. And then finally,
And spit on.
and I spat on
Bad on
myself.
himself.
And then I go to flush the toilet and it gets clogged because of so much fucking toilet paper. Because I'm
Dirty
diligent when it
slut.
comes to wiping my own asshole. So I go to flush, it doesn't flush. I'm so mad I could give two shits. I'm like, I'm done.
Because you already gave
leave
one.
I feel disgusting and grimy the whole rest of the shit. Because I still feel like I didn't get on with
I
it.
spat on myself.
The shit
I
still
clogged
haunts you
the
to
toilet.
this day.
And that is exactly why I won't take a shit
The
in public
shit
restroom.
is still
put
there
that
at
on
the
a-
convention center.
You should put
You don't
that
go to Hall
on a,
H?
dude. You should put that on a business
It
card.
comes
I
to
clog
life every
toilets.
Comic
She gets
Con.
stuck to me. See
Wait,
what-
no, motherfucker. Speaking of clogging toilets,
Yes.
you at those industrial toilets at
Okay.
like fucking colleges.
Yes, that's the funny part too. Because when we were at Santa Cruz, the thing is, I had to take a massive dump that day. So that's
Welcome
when
to
we
the
got.
Dookie podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Real shit, right?
Exactly. No, right?
Real shit all the time.
Real shit, real people. No, so anyways, so we go in there. I took a massive shit, and it's funny too because I think it was Gio that was with me during that time as well when we went to the bathroom and I flushed the toilet. I was like, oh shit, I clogged the toilet. But it was one of those like vacuum ones, so that has a lot of force to yank it all out. But the funniest thing too is I'm like, well, I clogged it. Well, I should walk away. No, that's not the funny part. The funny part is the fact that our friend Adrian during that time, he was the RA to that actual floor. And apparently he got a complaint saying like, oh no, someone clogged the door.
No. It's better than that.
Yeah.
He could hear it while he was in his dorm.
Exactly.
He could hear them from the bathroom window all the way to his dorm. He could hear them be like, oh, what the fuck? Someone clogged the toilet. Who the fuck did that?
Just let you know, that shit was intense.
Hey guys, let's bring it down for a second. Let's bring it down for like actual topics that we thought about for a
Exactly,
second.
yes.
But I thought, like we were talking earlier, Melody, about like
Right.
your lack of spark for what you like to do. Melody's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
She can draw
Thank you.
Really
a
good
fucking
at it.
boss like to the fucking wrinkle.
Thank
but
you.
The veins too, man. Don't forget the veins.
to the no, if your boss has got veins for, I don't know.
I'll draw all those veins, all those hairs.
I don't know, man.
Each and every single pore.
And how's there blood going through your balls? Well, it's impossible.
HD.
I don't know, bro.
A ding a
but
ding ding.
she said she's lost her passion for artistry, and it's crazy to me that if you're good at something like that, just in general, that you can lose that passion. Like, explain how that can happen. Like,
It got burnt out. It was like too much at the same time. Like I was taking the class, I was taking drawing, after that I took art, and it was just like project after project, and it just became kind of like work. It wasn't fun anymore. It just kind of lost the passion. And right after the painting class, the last class that I took, I didn't touch art anymore ever since then. Like it just kind of like, I don't know, like the fire just went out. Like I did it all throughout high school. Like I did take art like 9, 10, and 11th grade. I even did AP art, which is only like 5 students in that class, including me.
What is AP art, by the way? Like,
Advanced
her
placement
and Kiki
art.
and
It was
Gris-
me. It was Grecia.
Grecia.
It was this
what do you
Asian
do in
guy
AP art that
John.
you don't do, like,
fucking
in,
actually
like,
draw.
Yeah.
She gives, at the time it was Miss Exum, and she just gave like projects. She goes, okay, you have to do this by this date, and then by that day she goes, next project. It can be art, it can be a sculpture, it could be anything from creating jewelry all by hand. It was crafts, it was anything that she asked for, you had to do it. And I did that all 4 years, and then I did that after that, and it just kind of like burnt out for me. I don't know, I think it burnt out. And then after I stopped, I think once a year I probably did like one drawing just to see kind of like, oh, do I still know?
I still got what it takes.
Do I still know how to draw? Like, is it something
Very
you forget?
much.
And then probably for 3 years I didn't draw anything until the last 2 weeks, where I've just been like recovering from my surgeries. So I had to find something to kill the boredom. And I didn't want to do it through video games or anything. So I just kind of went like, oh, okay, I'm just going to draw this. I drew that, and then I drew a self-portrait, and then I was just kind of like, I still have time. So and then that's when I drew Jack from Evolve, and then I'm just kind of like, okay,
And they're
I don't
fucking
got-
amazing.
They're really
drawing.
pretty
great.
good.
They're
They're not
really
even
great.
like, oh, if someone drew like a caricature. It's like, this is a life like a photorealistic picture of a picture that she drew by hand. It's like, it's fucking crazy to me.
It's really
Well,
great.
I did surprise myself though, because the reason why, the most annoying thing about art is you have to have the patience, because it takes hours. I remember sitting down for 14 hours straight, an entire day, because I procrastinated on an art project in college, and I sat down for 14 hours to create like this big portrait of a Conte pencil. Conte pencil is like the most annoying thing because you can't erase it. So I had to be very precise on how I did it, and I sat down for 14 hours, and I thought like that's the hardest thing to sit down and have to work on something like that. It takes a lot of patience. And
Drew the veiniest dick I've ever seen.
And I got a B+.
and
It's a great wiener.
I mean, the only
got the D.
good thing about it was, I guess, that after I was done, I was like, you feel proud about it, but then I don't know. Like, I guess when I did the second one, the self-portrait, I just did that really fast. Like, all the drawings that I did the past 2 weeks, I did them like in 3 hours, which is that's fast.
Damn.
That's fast. Just sitting 3 hours, not getting up or anything, just constantly like working on it. And that's fast for me because I've never been able to complete projects that fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know like where that came from. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. I don't feel like I am.
As people
just
that
saying,
can't
we
do
need
this shit,
artwork.
yeah, please keep doing it.
Yeah.
The podcast needs artwork, is what I'm saying. You have an ulterior motive, damn it, Melody.
Well, we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. It's very. I thought I never did it before because it's very time consuming. It does take hours, especially painting. Painting, it takes 3 times out of just drawing something regularly. Like the self-portrait took me less than 2 hours to do, but a painting will take me probably days. That's something completely
I don't know if you ever
different.
go on Reddit, but there's this subreddit called Reddit Gets Drawn. It's basically people asking requests from artists. Like, oh, could you? I have this picture of me and my wife, or this is my son, and it's like all these in cool poses and really cool pictures. Like, could you draw this in any like art style you have? And a lot of people like off the bat like, I got it, and they'll like draw it out, and it's like, well, here's what I have. And I think it's like it gives those people who like to draw inspiration,
Right.
and I mean, it's like you lost that flame because you felt like it was work. But if it's something you want to do because it's more of a hobby, or you want to like, I don't know, help someone else out, it might help reignite that flame. Also, like we need a logo, so like
Real shit.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know at this point because it was like I said, I was doing it out of just to kill the time, out of my boredom that I was kind of couldn't really do anything else. But I don't.
But it's
At this
wasted
point,
time.
I don't know, like, because I just don't have the time. Before I didn't have the time before, and I just kind of I was not working right now, so I just did that to kill the time.
Like Melody,
So I don't know.
if you're like the best sniper in the world, and the military was like, we need you for
I've seen this movie.
and you didn't
It's
fucking
either
do it.
American Sniper or that German movie that they
Are you
show.
sure it's not Harry Potter?
in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of the one with Mark Wahlberg too.
No,
Oh, it's
I
never?
was
Shoot
thinking
up.
Harry Potter, the glorious sniper,
Oh my god.
Hagrid.
He was in the grassy knoll.
Is there a sniper in there?
I'm
No,
joking.
he's
I'm
joking.
pretty sure there
Oh,
isn't
just
a
like-
sniper in
Well, I
Harry
don't know. I read up to
Do-
number
do you
5.
guys-
I don't know
do you
what
guys
happened
have,
after
like,
that.
A passion that just like fucking died for you.
I-
Masturbating. I started doing it a lot. That's the older I got.
You
I used
fucking
to-
live when you did an extra, so like
Wait,
you're back
it
to normal
died. It died
speed.
for you?
I mean, it still
No.
works. All the phones-
No, I mean,
Melody's like, I grew to fisting.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
yeah, that's just what it is.
Ah.
I fucking
I upgraded.
Oh.
No. I don't think. I think at one point I was playing my guitar a lot when I was studying jazz. I think that's what it was. I was studying music theory, and I was learning a lot of like jazz and jazz theory. And then I just kind of fucking died off, and that was it.
But
Like, I
did
was-
you do that for a long period of time before?
A couple years.
Yeah, like.
and you
couple
just
years.
don't want to do it anymore?
No, don't get me wrong. I'll still pick up the guitar and I'll still play the chords I know, and I'll adjust to the theory I know. But I'm not sitting down for hours and reading the books and reading as much as I used to back in the day. I'm just not.
I think it's like the same thing with you. It's like it doesn't. You don't have the time. Like you had
It's
before.
time.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like when you're young, if someone gave you like something like a trade or some sort to be like good at, or some type of hobby, and you have that time to focus on it, you get good. So when you're an adult, it's like, I already know this, versus when you're an adult, you get it, and then it's like a class you take because you want that to be a profession. Then you do it a lot, and you're just like, oh, well, maybe do I really want to do this? It's not fun like
Yeah.
it was before. Like I was saying earlier, like same thing. I was learning One by Metallica again. So I'm like, I haven't like tried to play that since I was 14, 15.
Jeez.
And I'm like, this is easy as fuck. I remember being really hard for me. Then I started playing it more. I'm like, I'm bored of this. What else can I do? And I'm like, man, that kind of sucks because I never really have time to play. But when I do have time to play, I try to find something else to do while I'm playing.
Exactly.
It's more of a time
Yeah.
waster than something that I want to do.
You know, one of the things I actually forgot. I don't remember if you remember we used to do this. Remember we used to just edit music videos.
AMVs.
I used to
AMVs.
fucking love doing AMVs, and I spent hours doing anime music videos. So I would get the anime clips and just splice them together to whatever music we could find. I would fucking love doing that. And as I got older, I still edit, and obviously I'm still like doing video work and stuff like that. But I don't find myself just like turning on Premiere and being like, okay, now these are the videos, and like this is something I want to just sit down and spend hours on. And it's something that brought me a lot of joy. Like I used to waste hours and hours doing it, but I don't do it anymore, unfortunately. I still edit, and I think, like Cornell said, when you treat it as an edit, like for me, editing was like when I treated it as a job. That's when it got boring. Because for a while, I did a music video for this one dude, and I just fucking hated every second of it. And well, aside from the guy being a total fucking diva,
was that your last
like
project?
that he wanted you to do? Like, is it? I want this.
Yeah, it was a hip hop artist, and watch hip hop music videos, and a lot of them, especially the lower budget ones, are very generic. Like it really is. It's like, all right, bro. Now I want. I don't know why he sounds white, but he sounds like a fucking college bro. Yeah,
Jesus.
bro. I just want like rap in front of stuff, and like I want City in the background, but like I just want to rap in front of the camera, and then you like follow me a little bit. Then it like switches scenes, and I'm like rapping into the camera. Then we like switch scenes again, and guess what I'm doing? I'm rapping into the camera. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not really.
man.
Cool
I'm
with that.
completely visualizing everything that you're saying and comparing it to everything else that
To
I
every
see.
hip hop music.
Yeah,
video,
that's
it's like,
true.
And now
Jesus
you must draw it.
Christ.
There's somebody with their ass cheeks in the background. I'm visualizing every rap video I know
He didn't have any girls with ass cheeks in the background.
because he wasn't good enough.
Exactly. That's why they
Fuck
didn't have
you, whoever you are.
That's why they didn't have a budget.
What about you, Christian? Do you have passion projects you don't do? I'm angry right now. Listen to my voice. I'm drunk.
Well, back in the
that's
day, I used to
true.
love freaking mathematics, everything to do with math, and that's why my original goal
You mean math.
was electrical engineering,
man.
which I had a huge passion for that thing. And then kind of like when I started working, and then the amount of actual time and effort I had to put into it, it took a toll after a while. I'm like, I kind of don't want to do this anymore because there's so much work I have to put into it, and the little amount of time I have. But building circuits was fun, and actually trying to make a foundation of that sort of stuff was fun originally at first, but then once you start seeing that keeps it kind of feels like you're being consumed by that.
Cornell had to take a piss in case anyone.
I know, yeah. If you ever heard that, you heard that door, that was Cornell, by the way. But no, electrical engineering was my original like goal in life, but now it's kind of I don't know. It really doesn't feel like I want.
I mean, as you get older, you really just don't find time to do it anymore. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's-
I'd really fucking like to, and you spend a lot more time talking about.
That's true.
how
I
much-
remember.
What like
was
you
my
ever been at a
original
bar and
major.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I used to love doing this, and then you start thinking like, oh, what the fuck did I stop?
It's funny too. Like I still have all my mathematics books and like my circuits book too. I read it from time to time, but it's for something like I don't like doing.
You could build the next Wally.
No.
I mean, or I guess the first Wally, because fuck me.
Yeah, because there hasn't been a Wally yet. Because that's technically the future.
That's
man.
But
true.
there's
I
that Star Wars
remember.
little remote control robot that came out. That toy was one of the most popular fucking toys I've seen in a very long time. You ever
What?
seen
It's
that?
out now?
Yeah.
What is
the,
it?
I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Which one?
But the rolling ball. With,
The spin droid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is becoming a giant craze right now.
It's a tiny little thing, and it's a droid you see in the trailer. That's just like a little ball that spins, and it has
But the one at the Empire.
the Force Awakens.
Yeah,
new
since
one?
it's from the new
Watch
Star
it-
Wars.
yeah,
That's
watch
why.
the trailer.
That's probably why.
It's the orange.
Yeah.
It's the orange sphere that has like a little head, and it's just rolling. And they made a toy from it, and I think you can control it from your smartphone.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
It's actually
I've
really,
seen.
really
Dude,
great.
I saw the cutest video. It's a corgi, fucking playing with one of those.
Oh my
like the
God.
person's controlling it, the corgi's just losing their shit.
That's amazing.
You also saw Gorilla puking and
Honestly,
eating his own
though.
puke.
Dude,
But,
the Twilight Zones of YouTube.
Why?
Yeah, I spent 6 minutes at work watching a video of a gorilla puke and then eat it again. It was fucking glorious.
Like honestly, you're the only person that I can actually think of that would do that. Like I personally would never
Bet you
do
anything,
that.
some people hearing it.
It had
watch
a
the
million
gorilla-
views.
No, but the fact is, you also would be like, dude, you would not believe what made me laugh, and then you just pop out your phone and jingle. Ah, shit.
It's like, look at my history.
Look at it. Look at it.
My search history is pretty fucked right now. Because I did, it's like prostitute Mickey, gorilla puking.
No, but the prostitute Mickey was hilarious.
That
though.
one's
That's
funny.
different.
Breastfeeding videos, baby's first latch, everything.
I don't look for that.
So we're all gamers. Melody's a gamer. She's female. She's a female gamer.
Yes.
You're a female gamer. You really love Mass Effect. You told me you beat the first Mass Effect through like every fucking class, right?
I think I did the
Jesus,
soldier.
really?
I did the. It's been a while since I played it.
Engineer, adept.
Well, I mean, it's been many years since this came out.
Vanguard.
I did the Vanguard. Did the soldier, but I didn't do all of them. But I played the same story various different ways, but as different classes, but not all the classes.
Well, my
Did
question
you kill
was.
Caden or did you keep Ash?
Oh
Or did you
yeah,
kill
that's a good
Ashley?
question. That's a good question.
Wait, at Mass Effect 2,
One.
one, right?
Or did you
Number
kill
one.
her? Caden or Ashley?
I played as the guy first, so
So
of
you
course
killed
I killed.
Ashley
No,
to
I
keep
killed
it- to keep it
Caden.
foggy.
Caden can be a love interest, even if you're mad.
I saw the videos. I looked them up.
Yep. That's.
I read the fan fiction.
I
I
had.
did everything.
I had one of those.
I wanted to
close
see
ones.
two
It
naked
was
men, and
terrible.
I looked that up, and I was like, nice. No, Commander Shepard has very nice body. He is.
Wait, could you?
Of course, he's been
Shepard just bang
rebuilt.
anyone?
He's designed that way.
Yeah, exactly.
He was my background on my
Shepard's-
Facebook for a while.
like
Shepard
built
is
that.
not going to be banging Rex anytime soon. So
No, I'm just saying like. No, I'm just saying like. Could you make him bang like Caden in the first one?
Yeah,
then,
you
like
can.
ER in the second one. Then like Caden again for shits and giggles. Like they rekindle the
Well,
passion.
you can have the same character. You can have
playing
the
these
same
games over
romance.
again.
You
That's
can
what
have
I'm
this-
doing.
You can have the same romances again. and
Can
then
he
you-
bang Rex?
No.
I don't think
No, that'd be funny.
That'd be
the
pretty
they gotta be
gruesome.
well, they can't breed anyways because
The thing has, like, eight
Well, it doesn't
penises.
matter. They're just banging. That's a different story.
They do it for fun.
Because it'd be at the very end, it'd be like, Kroger.
I am Kroger.
An extinct
All over my face.
species.
No.
He just nuts on you and walks away. Never calls.
But anyway.
he
Krogan piece
would
of
want
shit.
to do it with Shepard because remember they're an extinct species, are going extinct, and so he wants to spread his seed.
But you can't.
We can still spread a seed. It just won't be like
Yeah, it
beneficial to the
won't.
race.
They're
Can't
gonna have
some.
They're gonna have.
Remember, they can
they'll
breed
have
with the
stillborns.
Asari, but the Asari only have Asaris. It's like they just need your DNA information. It's like, hey, we're gonna make another blue bitch.
That's why they're asexual.
They're asexual.
Ass.
Well, my question was
Alien
mainly
sexual.
when it came to creating like characters. Did you guys create one in your likeness, or did you guys create one like that's fucking ridiculous, or was it like some way around it? Because for me personally, I kind of always create. I usually want to play as a female character because in real life I'm not female, so like I want to play through like that. So I usually create female characters that are badass, like powerhouses that can do whatever the fuck they want. But like I know you like to, or Steven likes to create like male characters that look like mine, but.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Oh my god.
I think mine came first. I think I played Mass Effect first. My Shepherd looked like someone from the Midwest, and then he had this like thin beard that went from like his ears all the way down like to his chin.
Yeah, strap.
And he has strap
Chin
beard,
strap.
but it was really really thin. And I don't know. I always imagined him in the Midwest, like that's where he would go home to. He grew up with like cattle ranchers, but he always wanted to be like a Navy SEAL. But then
Wow.
Spectre came up, like the idea of a Spectre came up, and he was like, you know what? I should strive to be more, because in his mind the Navy SEAL was the top notch. But then he was like, nah, there's more out there. So he wanted to join like the Galactic Federation or whatever the fuck. it was.
No, yeah, the Galactic Federation Empire too.
Right.
I heard. I can't remember anymore.
Alliance.
Thank you, Star Trek.
Yeah, the Alliance.
Thank you,
yeah.
Star Trek.
He always, I was like, I couldn't remember it. So he always
Yes.
wanted to join the Alliance. And in my mind, is he strived to do that because like maybe his dad was a bit like I really thought about this a lot.
And funny
You,
part is
like,
in the game,
you
they
can
give you an
choose
option.
a story.
It was like,
I
how
think
were
there's
you
three
born?
stories.
Yeah, exactly.
There can be a colonist, a spaceman, or the Earthling,
Or
or
like,
something.
like
Yeah.
no,
See,
like
in my
the
mind,
Earth colony.
Shepard didn't
yeah,
care to
something
be like
that.
the first human something. He just strived to do it, not because there weren't any other humans. He just did it because he's like, that is a top, like, almost like the top way of honoring where I'm from. And it wasn't even like I'm from Earth. It was like I'm from this small town, and that's what he wanted to honor first. But then when he went off and did that, he's like, I'm honoring Earth now.
And the funny
It's a
part
bigger
is,
deal.
none of that mattered at all in the game, Steven. You thought way too much of this shit.
I do.
And as a matter of fact, this question was just about what it looked like.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
even like,
You
was
gave
it
us
not about his
Yeah.
life? Fool? Like, what the
background
fuck?
story, blood
He's
type.
like, his shoe size was size 11 and a
was-
half, and he wasn't sure about
Like
it. So
his-
what he did was he used to buy 10s
Yeah.
and fucking stretch them out.
Like, his passion was going to Chinatown playing mahjong. And he's not like winning it.
He's like, Konami's making
conning
Plinko
everybody from
machines
his
still?
money. Like he used to work at
My
corn
Commander
shit.
Shepard played Shenmue. Goddammit, that's
Like,
what
he
He
was-
fucking kickstarted it.
You should
when he was
write
6
Shepard the Untold Story.
I should write Shepard fan fiction before the new one comes out.
And then for some reason, there's a bunch of like gay sex that's involved in it the whole
I
time.
mean, I
It's
just
like,
assume like it's gonna happen.
You
Gated.
can write about that.
It's like the Game of Thrones, but with
It's
freaking
because it was
Shepard involved
taboo in the
it.
Midwest where he was
Yeah.
from. So when he got into outer space and people were kind of cool with it, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna get with it now. And he got with the times and he,
Get
and he got
jiggy
with
with
some
it.
men.
I know.
Well, okay, I noticed that your characters are like they never look like you, but yours always look like you.
Yes,
Christian.
exactly, like-
you, I don't know, like they have the perfect like stereotypical guy
Okay.
look that you use. And like all of your characters, especially in Rock Band, it was like, dude, that is your character.
My
Like,
brother does the same thing when we did it in Rock Band as well, because his character was exactly like how it was. But I need to show you what I did with my character in Metal Gear Solid 5, because you can
customize them?
You can customize them because it's only for the online only. But you can do everything the way how Mass Effect did, where it's from like the bridge of the nose to like the eyes, the colors, the shape of everything else. And mine actually does look just like me. Like it's scary that
For
it
me,
looks
it's
just
like
like
I don't want him to look like me because me is like regular,
Yeah.
right? I want a fantasy character.
I create
Yeah.
a fantasy character. I can
No,
like
but that's
the
the
guy
thing,
I
though.
would fuck. That's
but
that's what I
essentially
create.
what I create.
But it's funny though, the way how I'm making it is just the fact that like I like this setting, I like this setting, I like this setting. Then out of nowhere, it's like, oh shit, I think I accidentally made me.
Piece of shit. You're really
I
into
made
yourself.
Christian made the guy he want to fuck.
Like, the guy I wish I could fuck, but
See,
I
the
really
thing
can't.
is, with the male characters, I always just mess around with the settings, and then if that way how it comes out, and if it comes out like that, I was like, oh wow, it's me.
But the female
But the
characters,
female
you make,
characters,
you
no,
like big boobs, fat ass. I'm
No.
good with that. Face is
No,
all right.
For the female characters, I make stuff what I like that's attractive. Like if she had like red hair, or if she had freaking like
So
purple
what?
hair.
Christian 5 feet tall, short with dark hair to the shoulders, and fucking glasses maybe. Like full like your type.
But I also don't play many characters, many games
Oh,
where,
man.
where I can customize my character. Because in BioWare, my character looks like a kitty cat.
Bioware?
I'm in BioWare. In fact, because I'm thinking of BioWare games.
You mean
Yeah,
RPGs?
And in Dragon Age, my
Well,
character
that's
looks like a kitty
Bioware,
cat.
So that's still Bioware.
Did you
Yeah, that's
did
why I
you
said
did
I meant
you
BioWare
guys
games.
play Destiny?
Yes.
Okay, when you customized your character, did you pick?
You couldn't really do much.
Mine are all female and
Female
I had one of
and,
Did you
every
make
race.
human an awoken?
I had one of every race.
Male
She's hot as
EXO with
My Titan's pretty
mine
much
look like Iron Man.
this.
And he does this.
My Titan is pretty much like
Little robot.
the probably the hottest one out of the three, because one of them, because well, you can't really
I've always wanted to
can't
learn
really
to
have
dance.
anything with a robot.
I always do female characters.
But she ain't
when
a
I
sexy
can choose
shit.
it. Oh, you want to buy those new emotes for fucking $20?
It's just
They're
stupid.
cool emotes though. Like I watched the video, I'm like, okay, they are kind of cool, but I'm not paying $20 so I can fucking BFC hammer. Because one of them was like, But
yeah.
like my customized characters usually female, usually actually like when I made my Mass Effect one, I made her as butch as I can fucking do it. I'm just like, yeah, she's gonna definitely date fucking Ashley if she can. Oh, she can. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Like,
Yeah.
she has no love interest. Cadence is dead.
Yeah. Honestly, when you have free customization like that, how like now most games are doing that now, it gives you the option to like actually think about anything you want. You can actually have one where like he has like no nose if you
Oh,
wanted to.
come on.
Those characters are fucking weird.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I
Yeah.
want to do it, but
Yeah.
I want to do it as a joke. But then I still want to play the game.
Exactly, and if
I
you
don't
do
want
it
to play
like
the
a
game
joke,
all over again.
and then you get to like those scenes where it's like, oh, he's supposed to be like a badass, and he's like.
No
like
nose.
this, like his eyes are like too close together. His nose is like up.
It's like it looks right from the front, but then like you turn sideways, he's like, whoa, what I do?
Yeah, that's happened.
Chins of tears, tries to kick
All right. Or like his neck is too wide. It's like a freaking turtle.
He has a double chin high guards.
And he's the badass of the universe.
All right.
Like women are throwing themselves at him. It's like, this guy really?
Well, since we're still on the whole thing about technology, video games and stuff, there was an article I actually read not that long ago, and I actually showed it to Cornell, and I thought it was hilarious.
Did I read it?
Well, I showed it
Probably
to you.
not.
There's a little product that's actually being tested as a beta right now, and of course, it has to be Pornhub because Pornhub does like everything nowadays
does.
to like giving you surveys, everything else. It's a little wristband that you wear that it's actually a portable power device. And you would not believe how it's powered by or how you can use it to charge.
Well, it's called the wank band.
It's called the Wank Band, first of all, yes. And
my
it's pretty much you have to go in a stroking up and down motion.
Is this for men only?
No,
You can use it too, Melody.
They have a beta for
Girls
women.
can jerk dudes
For
off
women
too.
to try it out as well. There's an open beta for it right
So
now.
does it give you unlimited energy, or
Well, it's pretty much that. Like you
I know.
go in
I can
motion
do it
like
all
that.
night.
They have a tutorial video about it.
How to fucking charges a watch? Jerk. The end.
Exactly, but the thing is, the way how they describe it is hilarious because it'd be like, oh, you'd be like, one night I'm actually on Pornhub, but like, well, one of these days I should make myself useful with something. Maybe I should wear this and power up my laptop while I'm using
Fuck
it.
that, dude.
Yeah.
I think masturbation is useful enough because it keeps the murderous thoughts away.
Yeah, but
Anybody?
wouldn't you want
I agree
to,
with you.
Murder stop.
I agree
Down
with
the
you.
road.
wouldn't you want to power up your device while you're actually not trying to plot
Yeah,
your
like
murders?
what if you're drinking in like I don't know the forest or some shit, and you had your cell phone, you had a little bit of
Yeah.
reception, and you're like, man, I wish I had a little bit.
And
more.
you're like at-
I have the
and you're
link
like
It's
in
not
it.
gonna give you more
like
reception.
I'm like
No,
at,
well,
I'm
I
at-
mean, more powerful. more
yeah,
reception.
like I'm at 10% right now,
Fuck you, Steven.
and the charger's all the way at that far corner, and for some reason my desk is in the
It
middle
doesn't
of the
seem
room.
practical though, because it's like, at what point will you use it? If I'm at home masturbating, which is
In your
where I
room?
do,
Yeah.
let's face it, that's where most people should do most of their masturbation.
Yeah, no,
you should not go
yeah.
out in public and fucking masturbate.
That wouldn't
Like,
matter, but nowadays people are wearing like smartwatches, or they actually have like the Google Glass. Like that's
What are you getting at?
what's up? No, the fact
Christian
no,
gets at that he winks
No.
outside. Well, hey.
no, I'm getting at the fact that it's something that's not really it's not really meant to be practical, but it's an idea that's actually being thrown out now.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess at the end of the day, it could be useful. 'Cause
Exactly.
You don't necessarily have to have your dick out. You could just
No, exactly.
emulate the motion. You could just,
Exactly. You
fucking
can-
right to your side.
yeah.
Like, you can grab a shake weight.
Be like, I'm a
And
happy
as you're
guy.
exercising-
I'm a happy guy.
Like, that
Do I
dynamic
got
of
10
nerd
minutes
just
of
made
battery
these
yet?
fucking
Like,
biceps.
I'm a
This,
happy girl.
this 10-minute interval workout is intense. I'm done. No, so anyways. But yeah, that's the thing we're showing on.
Is that a serious product?
It is a serious product. I'm not joking. It's
Melody's
something
like, I
they
bought two
have
of
I
them.
think
a free-
people would buy it. I think people would buy it as a novelty. Like,
They
"Hey,
have
check
an
it out.
open beta
I have
about
one of
it,
those
too."
wristwatches where you can masturbate and it charges.
My phone's always charged.
Exactly.
Even at work.
So
Stop doing that
Since
in the
we're go-
break room.
since I kind of brought up that about
stop me,
technology, like what kind of like products nowadays is actually starting to surprise you or actually being opened out to like the public now?
Watches that
pushing.
are powered
Dirty
by my masturbation.
energy.
Well, besides that,
In case
Well, if you just talk about
That's
regular
pretty
tech,
out
dude,
there, though.
Yeah.
It's like right now
Normal tech.
with smartwatches in general, how
Yeah.
we're at the first gen or towards the tail end of first gen of
Exactly.
smartwatches, and it's great because like people that didn't give a fuck don't care, but people that cared, like they bought it and they made the market realize like it could be a thing. So the second generation is gonna be fucking amazing. The new Moto 360, they just had like an event like a couple days ago, and it looks snappy as fuck. It looks nice and it looks like a legit watch. They have a better screen, so it looks really good. I have the first gen. It's all right. It works great. I use it for work all the time. But smartwatches are like it's the thing. It's like a lot of people don't want to adopt it, but it's a thing.
And I've told you this several times already. I brought this up years ago, and you guys fucking roasted me, telling me that it was the dumbest thing. I'm like, how about dual peripheral electronics? So, you have a watch and you have a phone. You guys, that's fucking stupid. I'm like, oh, fuck me then. I guess it's stupid.
But at first, because
I didn't have a need for it.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
I couldn't think past of what's the point of having my phone and my watch at the same time.
Yeah.
Now when
Now you
I
know.
started working,
Now
I'm like,
you know.
it makes sense.
Well, yeah. Now that you actually are experiencing it, then yeah,
Well,
it's
no,
actually,
okay. The average
thought a
person,
head got
no,
damn it.
damn it. The average person only uses their phone for Facebook, texting, and Twitter. All right.
Yeah, that's all,
so.
pretty much.
I couldn't think past that because the average person would use that in the
That's
market.
true.
It's like it's not a big thing.
Yeah,
It's the
but at the
consumer
same
market.
time, it's like the average person probably needs the computing power of the phone in the house, but they still buy MacBook Pros that can do amazing shit.
Yeah.
Just to have it there as a placeholder.
As a Facebook machine.
yeah, as a Facebook.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, I'm just going to check Facebook.
But now-
maybe watch Netflix.
But nowadays we have
That's all I wanna
we
do.
have music that now people are putting on there. We're using Pandora, Slack, or all the other ones, Spotify, that we're actually using it to other stuff
favorite
as
site.
well. Because that's actually now starting to become a trend. Now people are using it for music, their actual main music devices, hooking up to their car so they can listen to it while they're driving and everything else.
I mean, I like the current generation of electronics and how we implement them into what we do regularly. I like that, but I'm really interested in seeing what comes next. Okay, yeah, you have the watch and the watch telling you, but I'm interested in how much further we're gonna take it. I'm always interested in like the next step because the current step we all know it. Like we're all there, we're all using
Yeah.
it. It's cool shit. The way we use our electronics and the way we use our phones, we're all so accustomed to it. I want to see what comes next, and when that comes, I want to see what comes after that. I'm never interested in what's happening.
We're
at the
gonna
time.
remember you because you're gonna be like, this is what's gonna happen next, and then like a few years later,
And
we're
then
gonna be like,
everyone's gonna call me an
Steven
idiot.
was right all along.
well, you
Well, my
know, this
only
technology
issue-
is constantly evolving. That's usually what
I
happens.
you know what I asked also that same time I called out or what I mentioned was modular electronics is what I thought would be the next big thing.
That I don't like. I mean, it's a cool idea, but implementing it, I see more companies using it like, well, you want to upgrade your camera, you want to upgrade your RAM. Here's another $75, here's another $100, and just the I guess the motherboard of it will be like what $200. Like now I'm making $1,000 phone for like $1,200.
I see
Yeah.
the modular electronics. If you don't know, is like having like say you have a phone and there's different pieces of it. You have your camera is one little piece of it. It's sort of like a PC where your power supply, your camera, your RAM, your memory, it's all different pieces. And if you want to switch it out for something better, you could just go to the store, buy that little piece, put it in your phone. Bam, you've got that piece of gear in your phone.
Okay.
And I believe that'll come across in all electronics because they have been making even more modular PCs more than they are now, and they have been making like modular phones, modular camcorders. Like this is a thing that's happened. Like
I think that's bound to happen because everybody wants the next best thing, and everyone is willing to probably they're gonna pay for it. They're gonna want that extra like cool camera gadget or the next high speed
phone.
Yeah,
you just pay for the spec.
But you also see that they also limit the stuff that they put in there from the beginning, from the main product first, and then that's what gets you to buy it. Because
like here's the most low end thing you can have, but you can build up if you want to.
Well, that's the thing. I do see that happening where it's like, oh yeah, it's modular, but you want to get another camera, it's almost the price of a whole new phone. But what I also see happening is competing companies sprouting up that are like, all right, fuck it. You know what we do? We just make little cameras for your phone, and we drive down the price. Because I see like that marketing booming, and then big companies saying, well, we're going to charge so much.
Well, what if they make it a proprietary like product where it only works with them?
That's
they're gonna keep the profit to themselves.
You can't have that latest camera because it doesn't fit with our thing.
Exactly.
But
you have to get ours.
I feel like eventually what will happen is consumers won't go to that extent. And then the company will switch, sort of like USB, where it's like, no, you gotta have this and you gotta have that. And we're like, well, then everything just turned to USB, and then it'll kind of drive itself into whatever the standard will be, because everything's becomes standardized over time.
Well, that's the thing. It was more of a free market thing. If you, count outside of Apple versus everything else, Apple was like, we want that proprietary thing, but Android was like, let's just all make it micro USB. And everyone was like, that works because you have all these fucking products that were, macro and micro USB. So we could just all just make it micro, and that works.
Terrible,
and they're slowly turning to USB-C. So that works out. But for modular items, for me, I feel like it would be, fucking puberty 3. I feel like it would be very industry driven product. Like if you want to buy the new Samsung whatever, like this is what's going to be, and most companies are probably going to end up doing that. You don't just think about, I can't think of an example.
Well, I can use one. It's like the limitation of memory that most phones have.
That's true.
Like they give you like, oh, you can get 8 gigs or 16 gigs. That's usually the beginning ones, and then like a month or two later, they're like, "Oh, we throw out a new model of the phone. Now you got 32 to 64."
Well,
gigs.
that really varies on the company, because sometimes you'll have the expandable storage, and it's more of a trend now that you don't have removable battery or don't have expandable storage.
Or there's micro SD card that's supposed to go in there, and then you would have to go buy a bigger one just so you can actually fit all the stuff that you normally.
I'd rather
want
have that than
exactly.
They have to go out and dish out more money though.
I believe that opens up the floor for small little companies to sprout up. Like little companies are like, fuck it, we're just gonna specialize in that one little bit of product, like that one little spec, and then from that we're just gonna keep making that, and eventually we're gonna be known for that, and then expand onwards. I really see modular electronics being led by big companies.
Do you have an example of that actually happening now though? Like a company that's like, this is what we're gonna do for this product, and we're always gonna make this for that.
The PlayStation 3 with Blu-rays. And it standardized the media that we use now.
It was Sony. No, it was Sony in general.
No,
building up.
I thought you meant changing a standard. Not necessarily, but you do find small companies that make little things for your phone, like make little cables and stuff like that. But they haven't revolutionized.
That's what I'm talking about. Like there's no real example. outside of the trend right now with OnePlus coming out for that low end smartphone, or that high end smartphone for a low end price. And now everybody's following suit. The new Nexus is gonna supposedly come out like for $400 for like 64 gig, and then the Moto X, like
the
Pure,
Gen 2
is supposed to be like $400, and the OnePlus 2 being $389. It's like they have all high end specs, but they're really cheap. But usually that doesn't happen
Well, that's something that usually happens, but I feel like when you have modular electronics, and when you have the possibility of so many different avenues of you being able to enter the market with so many different avenues, that would open the doors for those small companies.
But think about the price to get into that market. I mean, okay, how much would that beginner thing cost? Like the technology could be expensive at the time to make a modular device, so it could be more than just having a phone that's already built.
You can have just
it's like when you build your PC versus a PC. No, that's not a good example.
No,
not PC already
really
made. It costs more than if you build one. But if you have someone build it
Because
for
I think
you,
it'll be like you have your base models, and I think the base models will always be slightly cheaper because they'll have the low end specs. And I think the big companies will drive it because they're like, well, these have the low end specs, and we want you to buy the expensive shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like, and that's where I'm getting.
Thanks,
at.
Apple.
Companies will come out of nowhere and be like, well, you don't have to buy Samsung's expensive camera.
You can buy
also
ours.
make an expensive camera, and then a camera for the phone, and it'll work, and it'll just.
But
that'll be
welcome to Tech Talk.
But that's the thing, though. The fact that most
Future
people usually
technology.
buying these is the fact that they want the brand. Most people actually buy the brand.
They buy it for
a
the
lot
brand.
of people are
They don't
brand
buy,
dedicated.
they don't care what's actually in the phone. They buy the brand. Because you can ask anybody that usually has like an iPhone. If you even ask just a normal person, are they gonna tell you it's like, oh, like I got it because it's got 64 gigs. It's running one of the new processors into the actual thing. No, they're gonna be like, I like it because I like Apple.
Or look, or it's something to break it down.
It's
What
got
are
a
you
good
getting for that
or
money?
it's got a good
I
camera.
spent $1,000 on this phone. What's in it? It's got 1 gig of RAM.
I'm the
60
opposite. I will like, oh, that's the price. I will never buy that. I'll buy
Yeah,
I'll buy the
that.
alternative, which is cheaper when I can get the same thing, which is exactly like I don't go for the high end prices, or I don't really care for the names. If it can give me what I can do as the other competitor, I'll go for the cheaper one.
Dude, I've
It's
always
like,
told
and
you
she
guys,
says that with her Ray-Bans on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right.
I tried on so many frames.
I have medical.
No, but that's the whole thing, though. People, it's the fact that people usually buy the brand. They don't buy.
No,
they
that's
don't buy
true.
The thing. Yeah,
That is true.
That's
Oh, look,
that's
a
the
name
common
will take
thing.
you many places. Like we always say,
Yes.
Band-Aid is a brand, and people are like, oh, give me a Band-Aid.
Q-tips?
Kleenex, Q-tips.
Whichever-
It's like
And it's-
Whichever
Coca-Cola,
one
you
feels
grab your
good.
Coke.
And it's the same thing with,
Look.
same thing with tools, same thing with freaking cars as well.
Google. Yeah, or Google it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, okay,
because you don't
my-
say Yahoo it.
No,
honestly.
you don't.
Oh my God, Ask Jeeves.
Back in
You guys
middle
need-
school, you Yahoo'd it.
Like, oh, just ask it, fool.
Wait, you guys want to bring it back? Do you guys remember going on Netscape Navigator
Oh
and
my
going
God.
to AskJeeves.com and typing in a question? Hey, Jeeves.
Are you gay?
What time is blah, 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 blah? Are you gay? Really? That was the question you would ask?
You know what I always fucking hated? Because I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9, or well, we were all like around 8 or 9 when fucking
that
Ask
once.
Jeeves commercials came out.
Yeah.
And I was a little
There
kid.
were commercials for fucking Ask Jeeves.
Yeah,
That's
there was.
true.
And the commercials
Yes.
were like, ask me anything. So I was
Yahoo
like,
had 'em
I
too.
can ask this computer anything and it'll tell me. Like, how old am I? and the fucking computer never
And that's
knew.
the thing, though. That was pretty much like the search engines actually fighting to get more people to use that engine
Yeah,
as well.
because, I mean, you got to remember, the internet was young at the time.
Exactly, and then Google really didn't do anything about that. But the fact is, Google pretty much outbeat all of them anyways because it was better.
They had
Yeah.
a better algorithm. Oh my God, look at that picture of the Jeeves. That looks like it's current.
Wow, that is.
But
oh, wow.
they got really,
So as you can
really
see,
good
this
at
picture
fucking
of
doing what
Ask
they do,
Jeeves.
and so Google's like, you
Yeah,
know what?
Ask Jeeves.
Look at that.
We're just gonna
That's
branch out.
modernized Ask Jeeves.
Well, it doesn't-
Yeah, because
well, the
CG
fact-
wasn't
yeah.
drawn
Yeah.
from like
Yeah.
fucking.
Well, they used a real person
Nice.
on the
Yeah, the
commercials,
commercials,
but
it was
then
like, the
they had
real,
an
like,
actual like butler.
butler.
Actually, it's ridiculous. Though.
But yeah, dude, it
Yes,
was back in the days
ma'am.
when those search engines were competing with one another. And right now, you really don't have that anymore. You have Bing and Google.
Google.
And
Yeah.
let's face it,
Bing
who's
sucks.
using Bing?
Bing sucks.
We upgraded the OnePlus to the newest OS. You're using Bing.
Yeah.
Really?
Forcefully.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Yeah, you are.
I don't like that. I didn't know. I didn't know that was
And
Bing.
then automatically with people that have like I think it was
True
when you upgrade to Windows 8, the first search engine it goes to was straight to Bing until you set it to Google or to set it to anything else.
On Xbox, it's on Bing.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
that's
Xbox
Microsoft
has
owns-
That was always gonna be
Is
there.
it
Yeah.
Microsoft
yeah,
owns
Microsoft
Bing.
owns it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like, oh, it's a service. You can search for anything. It's like, well, fuck. I can search for anything on Google, so fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Bing sucks.
But it's more
I mean,
convoluted, though.
okay, Bing doesn't suck. I just don't use it because I don't like the interface.
No, Bing is actually pretty terrible. You have to be. No, you actually had to be specific on what you wanted. While Google,
Oh,
you
dude,
can
with
just type in like
Google,
two.
sometimes you have to be specific. I've told
Yeah.
this guy many times where
Hey.
you're like, you type in something and Google's like, did you mean this? Yeah, maybe I did.
Yeah.
And then you click on the link, it's like, we don't got that either. Fuck you, Google.
It's just like you hit A and
Google
it's like
don't
Asian.
have the answers.
Just like hits A and it's like Asian ass.
You ain't got
I was like,
the
what the
answer.
hell,
Asian ass.
Google? Like really?
Speaking of
Come on.
Asian
It
ass
reminded
porn,
me
I
of
mean,
Ted too. Did you mean big black cock?
What the fuck?
When you misspell something on Google and then I'll tell you, did you mean BBC or something?
Oh my god.
Isn't that the British broadcast channel?
No,
It
right?
doesn't mean
Not in Melody's world.
No.
No, but
Oh, no,
apparently
Melody's
not.
on some other
So-
shit. Melody's a
This
porn
is,
addict.
this is from Ted 2. I'm using that's a reference.
This was
I have not seen Tattoo.
this is actually
Oh,
an intervention,
man.
guys.
But yeah, we're wrapping up. We're gonna be wrapping up right now because we're at time. But I think we had a pretty good discussion from like shitty school dances to modular electronics and then the electronics of the future.
yeah.
That's just me rambling, and I really hope that I'm not proven to be crazy within the next coming years.
You're gonna be
Also,
crazy.
you might have had a little bit too much to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not crazy yet. You're not gonna be. You're not gonna be.
Yeah, you're pretty crazy.
I'm gonna be the crazy cat lady, but with like dogs.
Do you have
Oh.
a cat?
I have a cat. She's really old. You have 8 cats?
No, you.
No, he has one.
A
No,
cat.
he has
Oh,
one.
I
Oh,
have
Nick
What?
Chris is like,
The letter A.
Then you are the
Jesus
crazy man
Christ.
next time.
Jesus
I
Christ.
have 8 cats.
Yeah, I only have one. She's pretty old. We've had her for a couple of years now.
I've had mine for 5
That's not
years.
that old if it's a couple of years.
But yeah. All right, a couple of years being like 14,
Okay, there you go.
15.
nah, we're not
Wow.
doing this shit. Fuck that. I wanted to go for like 5 minutes.
All right. What else we got?
All right. Well,
We got the advice podcast going on right now, where Christian's going to give his own personal advice about what you should do in a relationship.
I feel like we've covered
I'm
this.
fucking with you.
I already
I'm fucking with
covered
you.
that
Sorry,
already.
audience. I didn't mean that. I mean, I
Well-
meant it, but I didn't mean it.
there was a recent thing that actually I saw that they were bringing up about.
If it's on BuzzFeed, it doesn't matter, folks.
No, it's not on BuzzFeed. I don't know why the fuck. I hate.
Stop bringing up
Okay,
BuzzFeed,
I know
goddamn it.
how much I hate. I hate BuzzFeed
Why?
so much.
I
Because
wanna
it's
know
fucking
why.
stupid.
Stupid
BuzzFeed
and
is like,
boring.
do you remember this in the 90s?
Yeah.
Do you think the top 10 things that girls like to do when they're in the bathroom? It's
Or
like,
do
take
you
a shit.
remember doing this?
I
in-
never
in
look at
your
the top
relationship?
things girls do because I don't do most of them.
Exactly. It's clickbait. And clickbait fucking, oh my
It's
God.
the same thing with Cracked and all the other ones because now
Crack
Crack
is funny though.
Yeah,
I'll look
on
at
some
the
portions
top
now.
5
But no, they
guys,
actually the Crack
hot
is now
guys.
having their own like video series too on all that shit. Just the same thing as BuzzFeed. They're doing that as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like every sort of site is doing that because it's
Because it works.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
It's
Gonna get
basically
you
what the
views.
news used to do back in the day. It's like, oh, well, this person got a car accident. See what happened to them today at 11. It's like, it's 2
Yeah,
p.m.
but now the media is now the news like CNN. They're
the
like
family wants to know.
like-
Could you just tell us what happened to that family?
At 11 p.m.
It's
The
Dude,
family
yeah.
needs to know.
At 11 p.m.
Jesus Christ, I want to know.
At 11
media and
p.m.
social media is like it's driven that thing. Like CNN now, everybody newsacre now has all Twitters. Like, oh, if you need more information, contact
I've
me on my
always
Twitter.
wondered about those Twitter accounts where it's like
It's not handled by them.
It's not.
No.
It's,
It's not.
it's usually
No,
like
it's
intern or
not.
something like that.
you
But the
can't
fact that
say anything racist, Tom.
But
even
nowadays-
though we all know that you're just dude don't like Cambodians.
yeah, but
Like,
nowadays
it's just not.
news,
no one likes
it. Not your
newscasters,
thing.
everybody else has that. Now.
I don't have a
That's
Twitter
insane.
account, so
I do, and I never use it.
And then like half of Fox News' stuff is on
I'm
Facebook.
trying to be hip. Melody.
I hardly go on Facebook even that much. I'm trying to keep away from as much as social media as possible. Like
Well, you're not doing a
Why?
good job.
I don't want to be hooked on my phone all the time. I really rather be doing something else.
Such as?
I used to have
Art?
Playing maybe.
Drawing.
like I've always had that same mentality, and it's like, oh, you can always, because in my mind it's like, oh, you could always be meeting someone new when you're out and about instead of being on your phone. But then I have met a lot of new people, and a lot
suck,
of new
huh?
people have fucking creeped the shit out of me. So I used to have this guy in some class, voice acting class, and they were cool. You know, he was there with his wife, and they were about to have a kid, and I was like, oh, you know, cool. So I see him the next semester. I catch him on the trolley, and I'm like, oh, so hey, how are things going? How's your kid? You know, boy, girl, what's going on? And he was like, oh yeah, we you know, she gave birth, and we were living together, and it was cool. And then like, I think she cheated on me with my son because he was an
What?
older guy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait,
the
what?
hell?
He was an older guy, and she must have been like, he must have been 50 something. She was in her late 20s, maybe. I didn't know what was going on there. But yeah, he's like, yeah, fucking cheated on me with my son and shit. I'm not really talking with him.
You're like,
Man, if I ever see him on the street, I'm going to kill that guy. And I'm like, I'm in the fucking trolley ride with this man. And he's over here telling me his life story. I don't mean to be a dick or anything, but I just really don't know you,
he's
dude.
about to kill someone.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if this is the trolley ride to the guy. Like, this could be the last time someone sees you in like daylight or maybe your son beats you and you die. Like,
He's like, you know what? You look just like that son. I'm like,
dude, I was fucking like, oh, dude, I
in
just
the
want to
Twilight Zone.
leave. I'm so sorry I even asked. So I just stopped talking to people, dude. Like, I'm not.
But
trying to
that
make
guy
new friends.
changed your mind.
No, him and a couple other people that I spoke to.
You get occasionally like really good conversations once in a while though. Like,
Good conversation and
It's terrible though.
I don't know. I
Honestly.
mean,
all natural.
Dude,
it's not that bad.
I don't know. Like, I want, don't get me wrong, I like talking to people because I like hearing those new stories, and I'm always about hearing a new story. But when you have instances like that, and it's not just that one instance, I can't remember more right now, but I've definitely had a couple where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't talk to these people.
It kind of shows like how society
I need
pretty much
adults.
is now. It's getting kind of dangerous more than it's actually helping itself. And it's
Well, what do you mean? Because I always hate when people are like, society is not what it used to be. Fuck, we don't know. We're like fucking 25 full. What was society like 27 years ago? We don't fucking know.
Probably shit. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's probably
Same
worse.
thing. We just got older.
The thing is, like, a lot of stuff was worse back then than it was now.
Well, like the
But
Cuban
it-
Missile Crisis and shit.
The
Yeah,
fucking
I don't
crackers
want to
did it in the
or the
80s.
LA riots during that time.
But
from
we
the
had the
90s,
fucking-
yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Or like
New Orleans riots last
or-
year. Like,
yeah.
what's the
You live in San
Hurricane
Diego,
Katrinas
though.
and all that crazy stuff.
You live in San Diego, though,
Exactly.
like-
No, none of
The
this stuff
worst
actually
we got
happens
is
here.
that, oh man, there was a heat wave last week. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
exactly.
We only do the heat wave riots.
Make big
It's too
deal out
hot.
of a freaking
We don't want to go
heat
outside.
wave in San Diego.
Yeah, we don't have freaking
Tornadoes.
insane crises like that while everyone else is like, while cops are shooting other people in like different states. Like, honestly, come on.
I don't know, man. Still, like, I still think that it's the whole thought of, oh man, this is the current generation, so dangerous and that. Like, nah, dude, people have always been pretty fucked
Yeah,
up.
people
It's-
are
it's-
crazy.
I mean,
It's
shit,
a
there was
I'll always
genocides in the
happen.
40s.
Yeah.
Just saying, ain't no genocide
And there's a
going
sense,
on right
and
now
there's a
nowhere.
sense of
Sorry,
fear that
no.
is being driven to people.
I mean,
Africa's
it's more in the
always been
media
genocide.
now. I think that's why we're so aware of it now.
I think because, I think
Yeah,
that is
and
the
it's
reason
and
why.
it's kind of like scares you because you read about it. It's on your people are on their phones. They see the news on their phones.
And it
They're-
gets to you like that.
yeah,
That's
the
what I like
news
about GTA,
travels
by the way.
fast, and I think that's why it's kind of like hitting people now. But that stuff has always been out there. Like crazy people have always been out there.
That's- and here's
people
a
just
good
know about
way.
it more now.
Here's a good thing to talk about too. I've always fucking hated those people that post up, that like and share the Facebook posts that are like, "Oh man, animal cruelty's fucked up. Here's a picture of a mutilated dog." Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would you share that?
I would not share that.
I don't want to scroll down
I
my
wouldn't
feed
even
and
like
fucking
it.
see
I
that.
would not share
it.
that.
It's like, I'm anti-animal abuse. Yeah, so am I. Guess what? I don't do. I don't abuse my
I don't-
animal,
yeah.
and I also don't fucking go out of my way to look at pictures like that.
I don't like it.
and
I
I
don't
don't
want
like
it because
it.
I don't want other
Yeah.
people to have
I
their
don't
fucking
like
day
it.
ruined by that.
I don't want to force someone to freaking look at this. Like, seriously.
Some people I'm glad I have on Facebook because it's like they post up like cute puppy pictures or that's a lot of the shit I tell you.
I like
about
to share
cats.
something
or
funny.
hot
I like to
chicks.
share
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
humorous.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's kind of funny. I like
Yeah.
that Mexican
'Cause
joke, and
that's
I'll
the
I'll
point.
post that. Like, if it reminds me of somebody, I'll post it. Like that one fish incident
That's an
that went
animal.
south. But I mean,
Yeah,
other
I
than
know.
that, like I'll share something humorous, but I won't share anything that cruelty to an animal or
Yeah, no,
such,
I
or
would
to
offend somebody.
a kid or to another human being, or like to
There's a phase that, like, probably last year around some time where it was a bunch of like dead people that people were posting. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
that kept happening for a while.
It was
Yeah.
like, dude, the fuck?
It's like someone's making and publishing this sort of like content, and then these people are just fucking like constantly clicking and promoting it and sending it out. I was like, why are you doing that? What is going through your head?
viral.
Oh yeah, because I'm so against this cause. Yeah, so am I. Or like I'm against child abuse. Yeah, you know what I don't? I don't abuse children, and I don't fucking spread pictures of beating children. Well,
oh make it.
Oh, my God.
Man.
You hit the
But,
mic, man.
no,
Just
no.
give me mine in my hand.
And here's the
please.
thing. When it comes to Facebook, I've always thought about it as a conversation between a large group of people.
Right.
If I'm in having a conversation in a group of people, I'm not just gonna whip out Polaroids of like, hey, by the way, guys, you want to see a puppy with his limbs chopped off? Here you go, guys. This is pretty fucked up. Let me just pass around flyers.
I could not look at that.
Yeah, dude, I
can't.
wouldn't fucking do that in a conversation.
Why don't you just give me a flyer? Be like, hey, you want to see my band tonight, Sunday night? Come on,
Come on, bro.
please. I'd
And
rather
I'm
have
most
that.
likely to look at that,
Yes.
most definitely. But exactly the same thing. Like, 'cause I don't know who at one point somebody posted like when China has like the yearly like kill all animals
What?
kind of thing rampage, and they posted
Oh,
it
the
up
dogs,
there.
right?
Yeah, and they showed like a bunch of pictures, and I'm like, oh, like I I get it. I get that they're trying to like post it up there that they want to like stop the cause or anything, but
I'll ruin your day.
It's just kind of like you look at it, and then when you feel so strong about it, it doesn't motivate you to want to be on that site and actually do something about it. Like, I think there's another way to come across.
They want a guttural reaction. They want more of a. If they're not appealing to.
That's not going to appeal to me to help
to your
them.
common sense or your logic. They're just appealing to your emotions. We want rage, and I've always fucking hated that because it's like, well, let's answer rage with rage. Let's answer hatred with hatred. I'm like, dude, no, that's not going to get anything done. That's not going to better society in any way. That's just going to piss off people to piss off other people, pissing off people. Like, how does that get anything done?
It's like that ongoing meme with Sarah McLachlan. It's like, hello everybody, and get ready to have a shitty day. Like the whole animal thing. Like, honestly, I love animals so much, but I hate seeing that commercial every hour on TV. It's ridiculous.
It makes you not give a shit, almost.
Exactly. It's like, you know what? Now, okay, just go ahead and do it. Like, I don't care anymore now. Seriously.
And no, dude, like, I remember
let me watch ESPN, damn it.
It's like, I'm aware that these are issues.
Oh.
I'm aware, and that's essentially what trying to do is raise awareness for someone to donate money. Yeah, I'll donate my money, but not because you're doing that. Because I genuinely love these animals.
That's why everyone should take the Bob Barker approach, man. He says at the end of every show, don't forget
make
to
sure
get your
have
pets
your animals spayed or neutered.
Spayed or neutered. There you go.
Bye-bye, you guys.
The point is across. There you go. You're done. It's just 15 seconds.
Exactly.
You don't have to freaking make a giant video for like 2 minutes of it.
And the whole thing, it's like, we want to get everyone to do it. That's why we're sending these hard pictures. Like, well, the people that are going to give a shit already give a shit and are already doing something proactive for it. Yeah. The people that aren't are the people that are seeing this and being like, oh, I'm angry.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this from my living room. Like, oh, I'm so mad, but I'm just going to sit here and eat nachos.
Oh, but I'm going to share this shit.
Yeah.
I've always hated that, dude.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
you guys.
gonna talk about that cause, and I'm just gonna promote it. I'm not really gonna fucking do anything about it.
Exactly.
I just want to
like,
piss
what's the
you off
point?
too. Why would I get on my computer to be pissed off?
Well,
porn,
sadly,
you watch
people do that.
God.
Yeah,
They do that.
that's to me. That's always been the Fox News approach.
Right?
The Fox News
well,
approach.
I mean, that's why I always kind of like, if I'm going to be on Facebook, at least, I'm always going to look at the funny part of it. I'll see that. If I see something like kind of about cruelty, I'm like,
she just doesn't check her fucking messages because she sees the really funny parts about people. She's like, oh, that's another dick pic.
Yeah. And if you actually do
Speaking
something
of
about
dick pics.
that
Wait, hold on, Chris. I started to cut you off. Speaking of dick pics, what?
2 hours of dicks. Wait, no, what though?
No, it's just there's some guys who really just like to show their dicks.
Anyone we know?
I don't know if
Yes,
I'm
to
gonna cut
the
that.
young man.
Oh my God, really?
Did he?
Who? No.
Oh, okay.
No, thank God.
All right, well, we're just gonna wrap up here.
We're gonna talk about this in private. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
thank you
next
guys for listening to the Logcast, and make sure you do some shit for us.
Well, in the comment section, if you can, let us know about modular electronics. If you think that'll be something that'll eventually, or if you think that'll be something that might interest you in the long run.
Also, do you like sending dick pics? Let us know. I mean, fucking like,
don't send
what's
them.
your
please
mentality
don't-
of why
please
you
don't send
send dick
anybody.
pics? Like,
And plus, what's other things in social medias and everything else that pisses you off?
Social media
like,
trends.
do you
like
say
anything,
dick pics?
like
I mean,
any
like-
trending things that pisses you
No,
off?
no, I
please
do.
let
What
us
I do
know.
really want to know is what motivates a guy to send a dick pic. I really want to know.
Confidence.
So,
Done.
or lack of confidence.
what do you want to gain out of a sending a dick pic?
And also, don't forget to share this with all your friends, please.
Please share it with your friends.
Not the dick pics, but
But yeah,
No, you can
but
share
the
those with your friends
podcast.
if you want to. Just
Please
don't
share the
say
podcast.
we did it.
exactly.
don't
Please-
say that the League of Ordinary Gentlemen was like, hey, you know, League of Ordinary Gentlemen really want us to send dick pics to people.
We're sorry.
Apparently, respectable.
We're sorry, internet. We're sorry. The internet needs way less dicks.
Good night, y'all, and I love you.
A ring and ding.
Night, night.